Hey guys, it's Becky Bamboo. Today is Friday, April 29th, 2011. And yes, it's Friday. It's Friday. It is Friday. My Friday dance is lame today because I am out of energy. This interview has completely wiped me out. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes long, you guys. 2 freaking hours of an interview. Are you joking? It was a 3-person interview. I interviewed with 3 separate people. Are you joking? For a part-time job? A lot has changed since the last time I interviewed for a job because I've never interviewed with 3 people in one day, and I sure as hell I've never spent 2 hours in an interview process. Um, so, how did it go? I wish I knew. I will not find out until sometime next week about this position. Um, One negative thing I can say is that I don't have CPR certification right now, and I will have to have that prior to being hired. So I am going to get on the stick with that on Monday and get signed up for a class, and hopefully I can find one that's relatively cheap. The reason I don't have CPR is because I didn't need it with my last job, and I shouldn't have let it just go by the wayside. But come on, CPR classes are really boring if you've never taken them. They're long, they're boring, and sometimes they can be expensive. So I just kind of forgot about it when it expired about in 2000, and I think it expired in 2008, and I never I never went and got it again. So I actually forgot about it until they asked me in the interview today, and I was like, oh no, because I mean I've had months I could have gotten it done, but yeah. So that's one, hit against me. But I positives. Don't think that they have anybody else interviewing for this position yet, which is really good for me because, well, my job history sucks. So if there's anybody in competition with me, more than likely they're going to win out. Um, Job wise, I learned a little bit more about what would be entailed. Some things make me nervous, but I think that's a good thing too. Um, but yes, I'm still very interested in the job. Um, it's a small clinic, a small team of people, which I really, really like. And that actually the team is a kind of a close knit group that likes to do things outside of work hours, which I like that too. And there are some health conscious people in this group that a lot of them have run a 5K together. So I do think that it's a good place for me to be in terms of my weight loss surgery and my career. I think everything can mesh together nicely in this environment. The people I met today, all very, very nice. Um, I did have a chance to talk a little bit about my weight loss surgery with both the manager who I interviewed with and 2 of the staff members who I interviewed with, and all of them were, it was a positive thing to all of them. And everybody mentioned how I would fit in nicely in their group if I was athletic and, um, you know, conscious of weight and active and all into fitness and all that. Not to say that all these people are super skinny, fitness gurus, because it's not the way that it is. Some of them are, overweight and just working on bettering themselves, and I can definitely appreciate that. And I think that the people I talked to today really responded well to the hard work I've put into this, and um, you know, will continue to. And I think that was a good way for me to reflect my dedication to things. I got asked about give an example of how I would be dedicated and how I've been dedicated in the past, and um, that was my dedication thing. It's taken a lot of dedication to go from being a total couch potato to somebody who can call themselves a runner. I feel like a runner. I enjoy running. I do it every week. So therefore I'm a runner. Just because I don't run, hundreds of miles or whatever doesn't mean anything to me. I consider myself a runner because I do it regularly and I enjoy it. Um, so, that was a nice way to kind of squeeze in my weight loss surgery. And actually, the manager had a lot to say about my weight loss surgery, and positive things that I had really improved my life. And she was concerned because my last job had been so sedentary that I wouldn't be able to keep up with the demands of this job physically. And after talking to me about my weight loss surgery and all of the fitness that I do every week, she has no concerns about that anymore, which I think that ended up being a very positive thing for me because, you know, I don't have concerns about myself being able to physically keep up anymore. I definitely feel like whatever is tossed my way, I'm going to handle it one way or another, Um, so, anyway, we talked a lot about that, and I got asked a whole lot about my past work history. A lot about. That was the hard part because I wanted to be honest with her because I think that goes a long way. And I don't want to go into a job situation where I feel like I have skeletons in my closet and they're gonna at any moment find out something about me that I should have told them up front. I don't want it to be that kind of a situation. So I kind of, I was open about it, but without sharing too much. You can share too much about past bad situations or whatever. So I try not to share too much about it, but also give enough information for her to make an educated decision about me. And leaving the interview, I feel good. I feel like she told me she has to talk to the other people that I interviewed with and talk to the recruiter again and HR and get all the details worked out. And it sounds like, and she told me she'd call me this week sometime, this next week. So I will be very shocked if I don't get offered this position. I mean, I would be very, very surprised. But at the same time, I'm left today feeling just very drained from this interview. I have not had to dig so deep into my past in a long time and have to try to figure out a way to talk about it in a positive light. I didn't want to talk about the mistakes I've made in a negative way. I wanted to try to put a positive spin on the things that have happened and the decisions that I've made. And some of the decisions I've made have been really hard ones. And I'm just very tired of reliving all of this crap. Every time I go for a job interview or talk on the phone to anybody about a job, I have to relive all of this, the mistakes that I've made. And I'm still being punished for the mistakes that I made, even though, they were 7 years ago. And it's a difficult road to go down over and over and over. And I know going into an interview that those questions will be asked and that I will have to answer them. And I try to do it as tactfully as I can. But, regardless, it's still negative. No matter how positive you try to spin it, there's still negative aspects about it. So, definitely had a hard 2 hours today. I'm not gonna lie. So if I seem kind of off and drained, it's because I really am, and and also because I'm terribly nervous about the speech I have to give tomorrow. I'm giving the speech for my surgeon, and I'm just freaking so nervous about it. I couldn't sleep a wink last night, and I think it's more because about the speech than it is about the interview. I don't know why I'm getting so nervous about it. I think it's just the public speaking thing that's getting to me, not the topic. The topic I know, backwards and forwards, but it's what exactly is going to come out of my mouth and how is it going to come out gracefully or is it going to come out all stuttered and crappy? And I really hope it doesn't do that. But I am definitely nervous about it. So that's tomorrow, and I should know sometime next week about the job. She told me if I hadn't heard from her by Friday to call, and I have a feeling if I have to call on Friday, that means I didn't get it. Um, so we'll see. I'm praying for the best, and if God is intending for me to go to this place to work, then I'm gonna get hired. If it's not meant to be, then it won't be. Um, the one thing that I found interesting is that new hires are actually sent on this like training thing to learn about the company, and they didn't do this last time I worked for them, but to learn about the company and team building and all this kind of stuff. And they actually put you on an airplane and fly you to wherever these things are, and they have them all over the country, like Colorado, California, just different places. So I guess at some point I would be sent for like a 2-day traveling thing where I'd be on a plane and in a hotel, and I don't know, it seems insane to me to spend that kind of money on new hires, but I guess that's what they do. So that could be kind of exciting. Maybe I'll end up going somewhere where I can meet one of you. How fun would that be? That was my first thought when she was talking about it. I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll go somewhere where I can actually meet one of my weight loss surgery friends. I think that would be pretty cool. So I don't know where they'll send me, or whatever, if I even get hired. So that's looking a little too far ahead at this point. Workouts this week were really, really good. I'm not going to work out today, at least not until tonight. I ran 2.5 miles yesterday, and then as soon as I pulled in the driveway, my husband was home, and he's like, "Oh, I'm here for the rest of the day." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, so I'm off the rest of the day, so I thought maybe we could go biking." So we went biking yesterday afternoon. So I had like a 12.5 mile bike ride yesterday afternoon. So it was a mile heavy day for me and my legs. My legs are so tired today, so sore today. But I feel really good aside from that. So I'm going to take at least the afternoon off, and then if I feel well enough tonight, I may go do something, at least like lift weights or, I don't know, do something. And if not, then I will for sure be running tomorrow. I'm going to run tomorrow regardless because it's supposed to be decent. Excuse me. I guess that's it. I'll have to try to do an update tomorrow about after my speech. I can't believe how nervous I am about this. I don't even know what to wear to this thing. I don't know if I should dress up or if I should go in casual, like in jeans, or somewhere in between. I really don't know what to even wear. And that's as big a frustration for me as the actual speech. Isn't that awful? Lose weight and you become so like involved in your appearance. I definitely have become involved in my appearance. I will change clothes 3 times before settling on an outfit for a day. I just, like, some days, certain things, I don't like the way they look, and it's so weird because before I never really had a lot of choices. It was like, put it on and go. You look like crap in whatever you wear, so it doesn't really matter. And now I care what I have on, and I care how I think it looks, and whatever. Speaking of looks, this is a great non-scale victory today. My husband was passing through after I got done with my interview. He always, a lot of days, will stop by the house and make a lunch and then take it on to the second half of his day because he's in 2 different locations. And he has to go right by the house in order to get to the second one. So he figures, why not stop off and see me and make lunch and all that. So he was here when he got here shortly after I did for my interview. And I changed clothes. And I just have on this Old Navy t-shirt that I've had for a while. I know you guys have seen it. And some blue jeans. And I came out, and I didn't have this sweatshirt on at the time. And I was just kind of leaning against the refrigerator talking to him about the interview and not really paying a lot of attention to what he was doing. I thought he was just kind of packing his lunch. And all of a sudden I look at him and I realize, like, he's looking me over, like head to toe, like looking me over. And he has like this like kind of shocked look on his face. And so I kind of like, I'm turning around, like trying to see, like, what is he looking at me like that? And he doesn't say anything. And I'm like, what are you looking at? Like, you are checking me out or something. He's like, well, I just standing here looking at you. And all of a sudden, like, it hit me how slim you are. Like, you're so much slimmer and your shape is so unbelievably different and you look so good. I just like wanted to just melt right then because I'd had that long interview and I'm like, that is the nicest thing I could have heard right now. So pretty awesome compliment from my hubby. And I think the look on his face is what did it. It's like he just had this shocked look on his face. Like, it's like he hadn't really looked at me, like really looked at me and looked at my body in a while. And all of a sudden he really looked at me and was just like in awe because of the changes. And it makes me feel so good because I've worked really hard for the changes. So anyway, one more thing. I just had Facebook open and I see that Becca, Losing It with Rebecca, has hit Wonderland. Bravo, chica. Bravo. I'm so happy for you. Her scale shot says 199.4. That is exciting. I'm so excited for you. So I wanted to give you a shout out and tell you how proud I am to have had the opportunity to watch your journey because, God dang, you rock it. You rock it every day. You don't complain. You just do the work. And I think that's what inspires me most about you is that you just do the work. Nobody can deny your success because you've rocked it out so hardcore. And so anyway, those of you who don't watch her, go watch Becca Losing It with Rebecca. And if you do watch her, then say congratulations because she just hit a huge milestone and she's been on quest. Her goal was to hit Wonderland by the end of April, and look, she did it. She's a day early, even a day early. I'm so proud of you. So anyway, that's it for me. I will check in. I'll try to check in tomorrow after I give my speech. You all please keep me in your thoughts on this deal. I'm really regretting that I agreed to do it today because I'm just feeling so overwhelmed with this interview I just came from that I'm just like, I don't want to deal with another stressful thing, but I know it's going to be really good for me to do this. And I know that it's really important in the end that I do this. So I'm going to do the best I can with it, and hopefully I don't like totally bomb on this speech. I don't even like to call it a speech because it's not like a formal thing. It's just very informal, and I don't know. I think I have too much going on in my head right now. I need to like go and have a drink or something. Oh, the other thing, I forgot all about this. My wedding ring is supposed to be done today. I've been wearing my temporary for weeks now, and my wedding ring is supposed to be back into the store today. They were getting ready to check the shipments in the next hour or so, and keeping my fingers crossed that my ring is in there. If it came, then hallelujah, because I can go pick it up today. And I would really like to have my wedding band on tomorrow for this speech. And the speech. I don't know if I mentioned this. Maybe I did. I don't know what to wear. So if anybody has suggestions for this is like a weight loss surgery seminar. And as a speaker, do you think I should wear something that's dressy? Or should I go with something more casual? My initial thought was to go dressy, and I was going to wear the outfit I wore today to my interview. But my mom says that I should go casual in like my blue jeans and a cute shirt because she feels like when I wear my jeans and shirts, my t-shirts, that's when you can really see my body. That's the way you can really see my weight loss is when I'm in jeans and not necessarily dress clothes. So the thing I don't want to happen is I don't want to go too casual to this because I am the speaker. But at the same time, I don't want to go in like really dressy clothes and like have like the rest of the staff there in really casual stuff. So what would you do in my situation? Please help me. I'm a horrible dresser. So dressy, really casual, or somewhere in between. Help me out. Okay, see you guys. Bye.